Hello and welcome to How to Play Ladder, a game for one player. This game comes to us from Solitaire by David Parlett, and it is a rather unique game using two decks of cards. It supposedly has even chances. We'll see how well that works. And the setup is fairly interesting. You're going to take two decks, shuffle them together. As you see, I'm just platting them out and doing the whole, let's go ahead and shuffle them on the table, then get them all on the same side, then give them one good riffle shuffle. So by doing that, then we put 4 cards. If we see any kings or aces, go ahead and set them to the side. So you're going to make like a little 2 towers, and then you're going to kind of make an H. Those are going to be your foundations. Let me go ahead and adjust this camera real quick and adjust these cards. So what's going to happen then, we're going to make 6 4-card spreads, and the outer cards are going to be what you're going to be able to play onto the tableau, which is where those 2 vertical towers are the foundation piles, which are in between them. One will be started with a king, the other will be started with an ace. We'll build the ace up in sequence 2 kings, so ace 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, jack, queen, king. And then the kings will build in descending order with king, queen, jack, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and ace. And once we have that, those suits will be completed. Now on the tableau itself, we can build up or downwards by rank. It won't matter if we have the suit, but if you want to be able to reverse the order, everything will need to be in the same suit for some reason. If you do have a vacancy, you don't need to immediately refill it on the tableau. If you have a vacancy in the spreads, just leave it alone. There's no refilling that until it's time to deal more cards out. And so you'll see this as the game goes on. It is fairly odd, and I might not have done this completely correctly. So if you want to read those rules that you saw at the beginning picture, you might see something that might have gone wrong, making this a little bit more difficult of a game. But this was my first ever attempt playing it. I didn't pre-play it on the way in, so you might see a mistake. And there was also some weird inconsistencies about it. There is a vacancy. If there's only one vacancy in the tableau, which is the 2 towers, you can fill it with either 2 cards of the end of the spread. So the last 2 cards, one of them can be filled to fill the vacancy. I completely did not understand that. It didn't really make any sense, and I figured it'd be a more confusing game. So I played it as if only the end card could fill the vacancy, and I'm not sure if I could move cards in the tableau to the other side or rearrange things, but I went ahead and took that liberty of doing that anyways. I could have played that ace to that 2, but I decided not to for some reason. I've ran out of moves, so now I'm going to deal myself 4 more cards in the fans that are existing. If there's a vacancy, just deal 4 cards in a fan. Of course, being the last card of the fan can be used, but nothing else. Until it's at the very end can it be used. So it gives you a chance to look at some pre-planning. And I moved that king of spades over and the ace of spades because I want to keep all my aces in the same place so I don't confuse myself. It really inconsequential as far as that move was concerned. Now that 9 of clubs, I moved on top of that 8 of clubs. Because they are in the same suit, I can reverse order. And you see I am building down in rank or up in rank with non-suited cards. You are allowed to do that, but once you do that and they are different suits, you cannot change the order from ascending to descending. It must all go in the same direction until you have a vacancy. So I don't have any more moves, so I'll go ahead and deal out 6 more 4-card spreads, and then just deal 4 cards on top of the existing spreads. And we'll go from there. We got the 8, 9, 10. Okay, now I got that 9, 8. We got the jack. I think I'll put the jack on the other one. Maybe it might have been a better idea to put it on the other card deck or the other foundation, but I'm not 100% sure at this point. This is my very first time playing this, and I had to edit out a lot of times where I was reading the book again to make sure I got the rules right. But other than that, wasn't too difficult for me, but then again, I do play a lot of random solitaires a lot of times, so if you're having a hard time with a solitaire, I definitely say don't be discouraged. Just reread the rules as you're playing it, reread it before you play it. Part of the challenge of solitaire is just getting your brain to have to think about the rules because you are administering it yourself. And if there was an automatic version, I tend to find myself not administering the rules as well and just seeing if the computer will stop me. But when you're doing it yourself, you really have to check the rules to make sure you're not messing any of the foundational rules up. Because if you do, you're not exactly playing the game correctly, and you're really playing a much easier or much simpler or much more difficult variant, depending on how badly you mess up the rules. It could go either way. So that's basically what I do. I try to really engage my brain on checking the rules and remembering the rules. But like I said, if you run out of moves, you can take up all the cards and then redeal the 4-card stock. You can only do that once per game. Once you've done that, you are not allowed to do that again, and so you have to get it right at that point from that point on. So that gives you a real challenge. Now, I got that 10 of diamonds down there. I'm just not seeing it at the moment. It should go up on that jack of diamonds because I am going up in sequence on that side, but I might be pre-planning something else at the moment, and for whatever reason, I cannot see that. Okay, I'll put that queen there, that king there. And I think I just missed my opportunity. No, I didn't. There's the jack, so now I can put that 10 on there that exposes that queen. But I'm seeing everything else but that at the moment. Let's see. If I put that 10 down, do I have anywhere else to go? Put that queen of spades on that jack. Let's see what I end up doing. Okay, I'll put that ace down, put the 2 down, put the jack down. Okay, do I see that 10? I do see the 10. Okay, I got the 5 and the 3 and the 4. Cannot put that 4 on the 3 because then we'd be reversing order. We're not allowed to do that because it's not in sequence. And I might have messed myself up with that sequence of clubs. We'll see, though. Okay, we'll put the 4 there, the 3 there. We got the 4 there. Exposes a 5 of diamonds. And you can only move 1 card at a time, so there's no moving entire sequences, even if they are the same suit. And as you see, I managed to lose the very first game of this. I didn't shuffle the cards very well because that's my usual trick when playing games like this that are even chances or odds against, at least according to Parlette. So I went ahead and did not shuffle very well, and I have this very favorable sequence going on, and I have that 6 I could put down. Now, you're only required to refill the tableau from cards in your spread once one side of the tableau disappears completely. So if you get all 4 of those cards on a column out, you have to immediately restart filling. And looks like I've ran out of moves, so I'll go ahead and put my spreads down and see what happens. Got a king. I can move that king to a foundation pile. Got an ace. Move that ace to a foundation pile. And we're doing pretty well. I could move that 3 of hearts onto that 2. But at the moment, I'm guessing I'm trying to get my spreads into a manageable situation. Because once I do that, this game will be a lot easier to do. Okay, we'll go 5. We'll put that 6 down, that 7, that 8. Let's see. Okay, there's the ace. So can't do anything with that ace because we've already established an ace foundation. So put it on that king. I'm not 100% sure I was able to do that, but I went ahead and interpret the rules as that being permissible. I'm probably completely incorrect, but you know, this book was written in 1979. Whoever authored this Solitaire was probably way old by the time this book was written, so I'm pretty sure they're no longer around. So there's nobody we could really ask, and this game never really took off. It's an obscure game, that's why it's on this channel. So if it is incorrect, I apologize, but there's not much I could do about that. I'll put that queen there, and we will then put those down. Looks like we're doing pretty good for ourselves. As far as once you put a card on a foundation, if you can reverse the order, I'm not sure that's permissible. I did not take that action in this filming session, so not 100% sure, but I think it would make the game a lot easier, so I probably would not do it. Let's see, we got the king, so there's a rung that's complete, so we'll turn it over. 8, 7, 6, 5. We got that 4 there, but I need to put that 5 somewhere. Okay, put that 3 there. I guess I can do that. Not 100% sure if I could or not, so we'll just say I could. Didn't see anything specifically in the rules that said I couldn't, so put that 2 ace. And now the king on top, and we've done it. We've won, so yay! And like always, if you actually want to play some card games that aren't solitaire out in public against people you've never met before, and you actually have to introduce yourself by saying, hey, my name's so-and-so, and they say, my name's so-and-so, come to our subreddit, Card Game Meetups, post a public place you'd like to do this at, and a time and a date and all that. Maybe somebody will contact you within your city who wants to play cards, and you never know, you might be able to play a card game. Do check out our Discord server, which is under that same Show More tab in the description, and definitely call up your friends and let them know you'd like to play some games. They might say yes, they might say no, but you never know what they're going to say until you actually call them. So do call them. And do like and subscribe and share these videos with other people you know like playing card games. And I want to thank today's musician. And I will see everybody next video.